Hey, I'm gonna have to have you stay late today and treat some patients. We just have a few extra ones after work.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave at 5. I don't think I can stay today.
But I'm the manager, so you're gonna have to stay.
Well, I'm pretty sure my handbook said 9 to 5.
Can't you see the name tag here? It says manager, so.
Right. Well, you're gonna go ahead and have to find somebody else. Sorry.
What? But it says manager. Hey, what's up guys? My name is Antonio and this is Megan, and we both work in physical therapy, and our goal and our desire is to help you guys learn everything, the ins and the outs about physical therapy. Like, we want to provide value and provide information for you to make this easier, to make it more simple for you guys. So if you're new, consider subscribing.
In today's video, we want to talk about how to lead when you're not in a leadership position. So I know when I was a physical therapist assistant, or even when I was just a staff physical therapist, so I wasn't the lead PT or I wasn't the director, I feel like you can sit back and think of like little changes that you'd like to make, or if this was my clinic, or if I was the leader, I would do this with patients, or I would do this if I was in charge. When I didn't realize that you can actually make a difference even if you don't have that title.
Leaders aren't just people that have authority or have a title, but they're actually people who influence others. You know, they're people that evoke change. I think of like a role model, for example. We look up to them and we want to follow them, not because they're in charge of us, but is because we see the benefits of their lifestyle and we see how they're helping others, and we want to emulate that behavior.
So people that I think of in my life that are my role models are people that are helpful, they're encouraging, they're thoughtful. So if I gave one word to the word leadership, I think of serving. So if you think of the opposite of that, people that are like bossy or self-centered or selfish, we're not drawn to people like that. We don't tend to like want to follow them naturally. We appreciate and tend to follow people that are helpful to us.
A more effective approach then to lead people would be to actually help them, you know, sit down with them, try to make their life smoother, make it easier, to help them with what they're doing, you know, instead of trying to inspire everybody and evoke passion and saying, you know, today we're gonna see this many patients because we're gonna have a good day, you know. Things like that aren't as helpful as if you just sit down and say, hey, what could I do for you today? How could I make your job easier so that you have more free time, and maybe then you would see more patients, you know? That's a better way to lead people versus just trying to inspire people and trying really hard like that, but rather helping.
People that have inspired me, or people that in my life that I would have considered my leader, haven't necessarily been my boss. So I think of an old coworker of mine. He always seen the best in people, and even though he didn't tell me, oh, you should do this, right? I would just watch him interact with patients, and that encouraged me to change my behavior. So a patient could call and cancel, and every time they cancel, they would make up a different excuse, like, oh, my dog died, or oh, this happened, or whatever. Like, and so, you know, in my mind, I think, obviously they're making up excuses, but in his mind he would always say, yeah, but what if that actually happened? And I'd be like, what? And just that little perspective shift and just watching like something, it inspired me, and I feel like I would follow like his behavior because I was inspired by it.
The goal of being a leader isn't to be the best, but it's to make other people better. So if you don't have it all figured out, if you don't have all the answers, that's okay. It's okay to be honest with people, because I feel like ultimately a good leader is someone with a good character, good moral standards, you know, someone that you can look up to, just like a role model.
So if you're not in a leadership role and maybe you're looking to become a leader or looking to influence people in a positive way, we would encourage you to start serving those around you and demonstrating the behaviors that you hope to see.
So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to let us know in the comment section, what do you think makes a good leader, and what are some tips that you have for us? Let us know in the combo section.
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.